Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Chad calling.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, let's go!
And New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us?
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Here we go, set, 60 or. I'm coming up to you. Get up. To you. You draw perfect. It's a safety cream. Right. Five.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Trick time.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, D. Swallow, 64. Weak. Look at me. Zip it snap.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Protein spill. Get it.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Not your normal call on short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb running right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Ready.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A run for Nick Chubb as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Higgins. That one goes for 8 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
Now Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. This pass complete to Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
X3, 218,
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, the ball.
He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Hey, box drop.
54's Mike.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Watch the twist.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Drops it off for Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run. Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready up.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go. He's checking.
Ready.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch twins.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And going deep for... And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now it's Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And
he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Break. 54. Mike 54. Topper. Go. Deep grip.
On 1st down, Locke. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Locke now on 1st down. Got him in on the right sideline. It's Lamb. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 55.
They run with Breida. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Garoppolo looks to throw. Throw left side to Higgins. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Block now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. On second down, here's Locke. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Locke gonna throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Check down to Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And always going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, high 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey.
Here's Locke to throw. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Recon, 132 fighter.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Kevin Pierre-Louis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Rush in. Hey, Orbit.
Check the backer.
To throw it is Locke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check, check. Hey, let go.
Go. Go.
Yo, go, go.
54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Shoot.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's going to fire one deep over. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
They'll toss it to Smith. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Smith. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abuka able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And it's caught. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch, right?
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
To throw is Locke. Ebron caught left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Locke now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Locke to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
It's 2nd and inches at the Rams' 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
12, fellas. Here we go.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
13.
Slam, slam, slam.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A., they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jazz. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the